Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about fiber to fabrics. So this is the third chapter in your 7th standard. So let's see what are there. As the name indicate what and all things we have to learn. Let's see. So first we are going into the introduction. About fibers, what we can make fibers from the plants, you might have already learned in your 6th standard. So all the answers might be coming up into your mind that you can get fibers from cotton also. Yes, very correct. But in this chapter, we are going to learn the fibers, what we can get from the animals. So, fibers can be obtained both from the plants and animal. Yes. So, the fibers which we get from the plants, we have already learned in 6th standard. So, this chapter deals with the fibers which we get from the animals. Okay. So, wool is obtained from the fleece of the sheep or yak. Fleece mean hair. Wool is more softer and we get it from the hair of the sheep or yak. Sheep and yak, they are mostly found on the cooler part of the northern part of India, mostly on the mountain region. So, wool not only come from the sheep and yak, but they also come from the goat and camels, etc. Now, we get two type of fibers from on the body of the animals or the sheep, yak, goat also. There are two types of fibers are there. So, let's see what are they. The rough beard hair. That means the hair which you can see near their chin. So, their beard hair. That will be quite rough. Whereas, we can get the soft under hair which is present near the skin of the sheep. So, those hair will be more softer. And if we use those hair for making the wool, we get more softer product. So, wool is made from the soft hair of the sheep because it's a fine quality. Okay. So, you can see here the sheep picture is there and they have classified into two types, rough beard hair and fine beard hair. Now this is a new term, selective breeding. Selective breeding is nothing but we are doing selection for many items like song selection, dress selection, pen selection, many selections are there. So here to select a particular breed, you are selecting something because you know that it is more colorful or more good quality is there. So in the same manner, the farmers, when they have to get a good variety of wool, or those who are just in the industry to get the wool, they want the sheep to have more wool and more quality of wool, more quantity of the wool. So for that, they will be selecting the parents so that the child which comes from those parents will have more better wool, both the qualities of the parent. So that is called selective breeding. So let's see what is selective breeding. Sometimes sheep are selected to gain a breed that has only fine soft hair on the skin and no hard hair or less hard hair. So this process is called selective breeding. We are selecting only the best part, that is the soft under hair. Okay, so this is called the term selective breeding. Now we have the animals that yield wool. So yak wool, we know that the animal yak, they are mostly found in the cooler region. So in Tibet and Ladakh, mostly they are in the mountainous region, more snowfall will be there. So yak is found in those areas. So the wool which we get from the yak, they are called the yak wool. Angora wool is here, that from Angora goat which are present in Jammu and Kashmir. Llama and alpaca which is found in the South America. So wool also can be obtained not only from the yak or goat, they are also found from the camels also. So one name of the goat hair, one of the Kashmiri goat is there which gives us a pashmina shawl. And another one is that the fur of the body of the camels, they give us also wool. So you can see here different names of the animals are given: alpaca, sheep, goat, camel, yak. So they all are providing us with the wool. Now we have to learn about the topic rearing and breeding of sheep. Now in your house you might have a dog or a cat or a hen or a cow. So you know what care should be given to these cattle or these animals, pet dogs or cats. We have to give them care. We have to look after them. We have to give them food on time. We have to give them bathe. We have to give them medicine. If they are hurt, we have to take them to the doctor. So all those comes under the topic rearing. Okay, so rearing and breeding of the sheep. So the sheeps usually we are rearing them. We are collecting the wools from them. So hence they have to get food. We have to take care of their food habits. So in summer season they can easily go up on the mountain. They can graze there on the nice green juicy grasses. And also along with the grasses they are given pulses, corns, jowar, oil cakes. Oil cakes are nothing but the leftover like coconut. From the coconut we get coconut oil. So whatever is left behind is called the oil cakes. Then minerals are added so that there is no deficiency in their diet. Now in winter season, when the mountains are covered with snow, it is very difficult to get a green leaves or the food for these animals. So the sheep are usually kept indoors inside the shed, and they are fed on leaves, grains and the dried fodders which the farmer collect from different places. So next we have the topic breeding of the sheep. So we have learned about the rearing of the sheep. In rearing of sheep we learned how to take care of their food habits. Now in breeding of the sheep we are growing these animal or breeding this animal or rearing this animal for one benefit. Like farmers, they are breeding them and rearing them so that they can get a better quality wool. When we have a pet dog, not only the dog gives us company, but also the dog protect us from enemies, or it warn us from the thieves. So in the same manner, when we breed or when we rear the cattle, we get some benefit like eggs from the hen, meat from the hen, milk from the cow. So in the same manner, the farmers who are rearing the sheep, they are expecting something like the wool of these animals. So naturally we will want the best quality wool. So there are many breeds of the sheep are there in the country. So in the stable you can find different names are there and which place they are found. So let's say Lohi, it is a good quality wools are there. They are mostly found in Rajasthan and Punjab. Then Rampur bush hare, they are, as the name indicates, bush hare. They are brown fleece, that is brown hairs are present. Mostly they are seen, these breed are present in Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh. Nali, which is from which we get the carpet wool, Rajasthan, Haryana and Punjab. Bakharwal for woolen shawls, Jammu and Kashmir. Marwari, coarse wool, Gujarat. Patanwadi for hosiery, Gujarat. So these are various names of the breeds which we have in our country. Now the quality of the wool and the texture of the fiber which we obtain from them are of very great importance, and it differs from a breed to another breed. So Lohi, which will be giving good quality wool, will not be given that type of quality of wool we will not get from Rampur bush hare. Okay, because it has a brown hair. So different breeds gives us different quality and texture. So some of these sheep or the breeds of these sheep will have thick coat of hair which yield good quality of wool and also large quantities also. And these sheep usually are selected and they are bred with another parent of a good breed. And once these are reared, sheep have developed a thick growth of hair. It is shaved off to get a wool. So we select a breed of sheep which can give us large quantity and good quality of the fleece. So next is the different steps which are involved in the processing of fibers into wool. So you can see here there are different 6 steps are there. So let's see one by one step. So they are very simple. So first step is shearing. So what does the shearing mean? So you can see here in the picture that an animal or a farmer is removing the skin of the sheep. Okay, not the skin, the hair of the sheep. So what is shearing? It is a process of removing the fleece meaning hair, of the sheep along with the thin layer of skin. So when you are removing the thin layer of skin, does it harm the animal? No, it doesn't harm the animal, just the thin layer of skin is removed. Now shearing is conducted especially during the hot season or summer season, because in winter season they require these long wool or hair to keep them warm. So that is why the farmer remove the hairs or the fleece during the summer season, so that the sheep do not feel cold. Naturally it will be hot during the summer season, so the sheep will not feel cold and can easily survive. Now shearing process does not hurt the sheep, because the upper part of the skin is usually dead skin. The second step which is involved in the process is scouring. Scouring, the pronunciation is scouring. Now what happens here is, whatever hair or the wool you have removed, they might contain the dirt or the dust particles might be there, or the grease will be there. So these has to be washed and removed. So as we take bath and remove the dirt from our body, in the same manner, the dirt, grease and dust which are present on the hair of these sheep, they are washed in tanks to remove the dust particles. So usually if it is a large quantity is there, usually with the help of machine, all this process are performed. Next we have the third step, which is called sorting. Sorting means we are separating. As the name indicates, sorting means separation. Separation of the texture according to the texture. So good quality soft textures or rough textures are there, they are separated out. And the fourth step is removing the burrs. Burrs are nothing but small fluffy fibers which can be seen in the clothes which we have already worn. So small burrs or fluffy fibers will be there. They can be easily removed. So removing of burrs, in the step, the burrs are of small fibers present on the hairs. They are picked out. These hairs are cleaned and dried out. Now the product so obtained is the wool that can be converted into fibers. The fifth step is coloring of the wool fiber. Naturally, the hair of the wool of the fleece might be either black, brown or white. So they will not be very red, blue and all. So naturally black and brown cannot be colored. So we can easily give dye to the white color fleece. So in the step coloring of wool, you can give dye or color, any color, natural color or artificial color can be given to the white color, and they could be dyed in various color. Now the sixth and the last step is rolling of wool. So in the step, these fibers are straightened, they are combed and rolled into a yarn, and the long fibers could be made into wool for sweaters, and the shorter one could be used for making of wool. So every job